On a German aggregate site this spring, the dominant excavator on the ground was a Liebherr R936, not a Caterpillar 320, and the operators said they had not seen a cat in years. But that pattern is not isolated. 5 Caterpillar models have been retired from major working ground worldwide, 5 named European killers, and every story ends the same way. Hit subscribe if you want more videos that actually name the iron. We walk through 5 dead cat models, 5 European killers, and how each switch played out on the ground. Number 1. The Caterpillar 657G wheel tractor scraper. For decades, the 657G was the symbol of American earth-moving. 4 massive scraper tires hauling 44 cubic yards of dirt across mine prep sites and dam projects from Arizona to Wyoming. The 657G ran 2 diesel engines, a Cat C18 in the tractor and a Cat C15 in the scraper bowl, over 1,000 combined horsepower of coordinated pulling power. Caterpillar built it at the Decatur, Illinois plant, the factory that produced the largest American mining iron for 2 generations. Then the workflow killed it. European fleet planners switched to the Volvo A40G articulated dump truck paired with a Cat 390 excavator on the load side. 1 excavator, 4 trucks, continuous loading, no waiting between cycles. The single machine scraper looked obsolete next to that loop. Volvo articulated trucks owned the European dirt-moving market within 15 years. The 657G stayed on a few American levee jobs and a handful of Australian mine prep sites, but the working scraper category went to Volvo, Bell, and Komatsu hauling units. Caterpillar quietly stopped marketing the wheel tractor scraper as a flagship machine. The Decatur facility shifted focus to mining trucks and other categories. The 657G survives today mostly in the second-hand auction circuit, the visible end of an American category Europe replaced with a smarter logistics loop. Number 2. The Caterpillar AP500 asphalt paver. The AP500 still rolls off urban streets and parking lot jobs across the United States with its 148 horsepower C4.4 engine and 8-foot screed. But on the European Autobahn-class highway projects, the Cat AP500 lost the spec war years ago. Every major European motorway contract for the past 2 decades has been written around a single brand of paver, and that brand is Vögele. The Vögele Super 1800 paving train is the standard machine on every German Autobahn resurfacing job, every French highway widening, every Polish A-class motorway build. Vögele operates from its factory in Ludwigshafen on the Rhine, rebuilt in 2010 as the world's most advanced paver manufacturing facility. The brand sits inside Wirtgen Group, and Wirtgen itself was acquired by John Deere in 2017 for $5.2 billion. Caterpillar still makes a capable compact paver in the AP500. Vögele owns the highway tier. American Caterpillar dealers move the AP500 for parking lots and rural roads, but the moment a Tier 1 European contractor bids on a national infrastructure project, the spec sheet calls out a Super 1800 by name. For European road builders, the Vögele name carries the weight Cat carries on American job sites. Cat ceded the highway category to Vögele, contract by contract, and never recovered the spec position. Number 3. The Caterpillar 320 excavator. The Cat 320 is the deepest cut of the 5. The Cat 320 in its current next-generation configuration runs a C7.1 engine and 23 tons of operating weight, the same machine that built half of American utility and aggregate work for 3 decades. In Northern Europe, the Cat 320 is functionally extinct on working ground. The Liebherr R936 killed it. The R936 runs a 258 horsepower Liebherr engine, 33 to 37 tons of operating weight, and a positive control twin-circuit hydraulic system that European operators describe as the most precise mid-class digging package on the market. The R936 cab also carries a pneumatically damped operator seat. The Cat 320 cab cannot match it, engineered around an operator's spine across an 8-hour shift. A 25-year veteran mechanic in Northern Europe recently said publicly he could not remember the last time he saw a Caterpillar on a working site, and that pattern holds across Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and the entire Nordic region. The job sites run Liebherr now. Part of the answer is the iron itself. Liebherr publishes open hydraulic schematics for field repair, so a maintenance crew can rebuild a circuit without flying in a factory technician. Cat increasingly locks technical access behind dealer-only diagnostic tools. The bigger answer is corporate. Liebherr is family-owned. The Liebherr family makes investment decisions on a 30-year cycle, no quarterly dividend pressure, and no shareholder activists demanding margin expansion. Caterpillar is publicly traded and has spent the last 15 years optimizing for share buybacks. European operators chose the family company, and the Cat 320 became the visible casualty across the mid-class excavator stand. Number 4. The Caterpillar 416 and 420 backhoe loader. The Cat 416 and the Cat 420 are the standard American backhoes, center mount boom layout, Cat dealer everywhere from Texas to Ohio. Across the British Isles, the Cat 416 and Cat 420 are gone. JCB took it. The JCB 3CX is the British engineering classic that turned a brand name into the dictionary word for backhoe. JCB itself officially states that 1 in every 2 backhoes sold worldwide carries the JCB badge. In Ireland, multiple operators have publicly said you only see JCB backhoes on working sites, never a Cat. JCB is built in Rochester, Staffordshire, England, family-owned by the Bamford family, no shareholder dividend extraction, no Master of Business Administration-driven cost cuts on the engineering bench. Anthony Bamford and his sons reinvest profit into research and development every year. JCB pioneered the side-shift backhoe layout that European operators prefer, the layout that lets you dig hard against a wall without repositioning the entire machine. Cat backhoes use a center mount layout that American crews are used to, but European job sites rejected. The JCB 3CX also runs the JCB EcoMax engine, designed and built in-house, no third-party powertrain dependency. The Cat 416 still sells in North America and India. In England, Ireland, France, Germany, and across most of Europe, JCB owns the backhoe stand outright. Number 5. The Caterpillar 980 wheel loader. The Cat 980 is Caterpillar's mid-class production loader, 26 tons of operating weight, 6.5 cubic yard standard bucket, the wheel loader of choice on most American aggregate sites. In Nordic quarries, the Cat 980 lost to the Volvo L260H. The L260H is built in Eskilstuna, Sweden, the heart of Volvo construction equipment manufacturing. The Volvo L260H runs a 416 horsepower D13J engine, 34 tons of operating weight, and a 15% payload increase over the previous generation L250H. 2 passes load a 26-ton truck completely full. Norwegian and Swedish quarry operators describe the L260H as the most efficient mid-class loader on the planet for hard rock applications. But the deeper reason the Cat 980 lost is the cab. Volvo lets the operator choose the control layout. You can configure the L260H joystick mapping, the foot pedal response, the boom priority versus traction priority logic, all to fit how you actually work. The Cat 980 ships with a single locked control configuration. Operators who tried to move from a Volvo to a Cat described the Cat as harder to operate well. In Sweden, in Norway, in Finland, the Cat 980 is the rental backup machine. The Volvo L260H is the production loader. Once a quarry switched to the L260H, operators stopped asking for the Cat 980 to come back. 5 categories Caterpillar used to own: scraper, paver, excavator, backhoe, wheel loader. The same pattern in every story: dealer network collapse plus the family-owned advantage Europe enjoys. Subscribe for the next breakdown on Caterpillar versus Komatsu, the Japanese threat that keeps the European story from being the only story.